Esther Ulzen-Appiah. I was born in Tamale, in the northern region of Ghana. I was only like 8 years when Ghana became independent. When I was in the primary school and then the junior high school, I remember when it was Independence Day, we would go to the stadium and march, and we had a lot of fun. And I remember at that time there was what they called Young People's Brigade, and that was formed during the Nkrumah regime. And I remember I was part of it. So we would go and march at the stadium. And there was a lot of fun for school children during that time. Kwame Nkrumah was trying to transform the whole country politically. So they were getting the school children to get involved. But it didn't last. It didn't last because soon after the coup, they boycotted all those kinds of... It was like a movement. You know, when the army takes over, things move very quickly. They would arrest and detain all the political figures and things of that nature. My brother was involved. My brother was Kojobu. He was one of Nkrumah's strong men. He was then the Minister for Higher Education. They arrested him, they put him in detention, and they were in detention for a long time. I remember in those days, Nkrumah built the universities, like KNUST was built during Nkrumah's time. Legon was the first university. They developed KNUST, and it was a strong university during those days. Then they built Cape Coast University. By the time we were leaving the university, I left in 74. I remember even in 73 there was a coup. You see, things were changing and coups after coups, and there was a coup d'etat. So they came and they sacked all the students from the... We were then in Africa Hall, and I remember people were standing on the 8th floor and throwing their boxes down, because the police and the army, the soldiers were after us to get out of the halls because of the coups and things. And then students also will get into politics and things. So it was rough. It was rough. And that was one of the main events I remember, when they asked the soldiers to come and sack all of us from the hall without any notice. And when the universities closed down, they won't give us time to pack our things and go. They will come and sack us from rooms. In those days, there was a lot of what they called aluta. They will close down the universities. When the university students start misbehaving, then the government will come in and just close down the universities. So I remember I also suffered it about one or two occasions when we had to go and stay home. At one time, we stayed home for close to 6 months before the universities reopened. So it means instead of taking 4 years, you will take a longer time to finish and all that. And sometimes too, the aluta will come from the lecturers. Like they won't pay them their allowances, they won't pay them good salary, things like that. So the lecturers will go on strike. And that will also affect the students. But you see, the country is developing socially. And as I said, the social development is very, very fast. Because in those days, life was quiet, easy. Do you see? People took life as it came to them, you see. But now things are different, and we are seeing changes in so many directions.